Well, I joined the company way back in the 80s, right after I finished a degree in film and radio, TV production from the university. I took a second degree in marketing, and after that I joined straight Procter & Gamble, and it's been over 20 years since then. I started out in marketing, and then I went on to become a country manager for Hong Kong in 2000. I did it for about 6 years. And then for the last 3 years, I've been working in the external relations function for Greater China and for Asia Pacific, leading both China and Asia. Procter & Gamble has been around for 173 years globally. In Asia, we've been around for 75 years. We started out in the Philippines in 1935. This was followed by our second operation in Japan in 1972. Then in the mid-80s to early 90s, we successively entered several new markets in Asia. That included China in 1988. Today we have on-the-ground operation in 14 markets, and we have an employee base of 21,000 people. We currently sell 18 of our $22 billion brands in the region. In Procter & Gamble, we have a corporate social responsibility program called Live, Learn and Thrive. This program is about helping children aged 0 to 13 live, meaning survive against diseases, learn, have access to education, thrive, gain the skills to be able to face a better future when they grow up. Now in Asia, our program for Live, Learn and Thrive is focused around the program of education, because we know there's still a lot of underprivileged children who would like to get access to education but do not have the means to get to it. So what we've done in Asia across the region is to engage in various forms of programs that actually help children gain access to education. Here in China and also in Korea, we have two very notable programs that were very fortunate to gain recognition from the Stevie Awards last year. In China, we're engaged in a program called Project Hope. This is done in cooperation with the China Youth Development Foundation. The whole objective is to actually build schools in China's countryside so that rural children will be able to have access to good elementary education. To date, we are 14 years into the program. We have 180 schools in China as of today, and it's actually going to end up about 200 schools by the end of the calendar year 2010. And we also have 6 mobile schools which we built during the earthquake to help children affected by the earthquake get quickly back to school. Now, we have invested over $8 million US dollars in the program through the last 14 years, and the program has actually benefited over 100,000 children. The other aspect of this program is we've actually used it as a means to actually engage our employees. We now have 16 schools that were built together, jointly built together by the company and the employee. The company matched whatever employee donation there was on a 1:1 basis. And this program of actually engaging employees has actually been very critical in actually getting our employee motivation up. Many people are very proud of our company's engagement in this very worthwhile endeavor. Of our nearly 7,000 employee base in China, we now have 1,500 employees engaged in engaged in volunteerism, particularly helping the children of Project Hope. Now in Korea, we have a program called Dreaming Together for the Future. This is actually done together in cooperation with the Korean chess and also with a leading media in Korea, as well as with leading retailers. The whole objective of this program is to help educate children with handicap situations, educate them with additional skills so that they'll be able to cope with life later on. And this includes giving them access to skills like teaching them vocational skills like baking, finding their passion for music and art, so that they will be able to actually thrive for themselves when they grow older. And so far, the program has actually expanded initially from about 2,000 beneficiaries to over 10,000 beneficiaries today. And again, as with the China program, this is a program where all our employees in Korea have been very, very engaged in actually giving their personal time to the cause, giving their skills to the cause as well, in order to help these children with handicap. First, it's such a privilege to be part of the judging panel. We know that the Stevie Awards are the most prestigious awards in the business world internationally. We know they are hailed as the equivalent of Oscars in the business world. Second, to be part of the judging panel will allow me to get exposure to a whole range of programs around the world, and it will be a tremendous learning opportunities for me and for the company to learn from the people who are doing it best. Now, as far as the Stevie Awards are concerned, we're very, very thrilled that there's such a body here that recognizes outstanding work in the business world across a variety of fields, including corporate social responsibility. We believe, like as human beings, we all need a little encouragement to know whether we're on the right track or not. And having an external recognition every now and then, especially something as prestigious as Stevie Awards, give us, a lot of inspiration and motivation to continue in our work to even get better.